Hey there friends, welcome to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today I'll be reacting to Ash Again by Gawr Gura and Casey Edwards for the very first time. I don't know these people. It has come to my attention after receiving this request that Gawr is the most famous VTuber and Casey is an amazing songwriter and video game fanatic in his own right, but like I said, I haven't heard any music from them. This is the first time I'm hearing about their existence. So on that front, this is going to be a very fresh reaction for you all. I hope you do enjoy it. Before we do jump into this, a massive thank you goes to Jeff the Creative, whose generous support made this reaction possible. Thank you so much, Jeff. And now, let's just jump in.
We walk once more to the end. Burn it down, burn it down. Waves can't put out my flame.
That's a pretty melody.
Death will never write my name.
And very ominous.
Burn it down, burn it down. They say the memory of me is fading.
Oh, I like this. Oh, it's ramping. Oh.
Tear it down, burn it down. And they won't pay. Gonna tear it down, burn it down.
Oh my God. What a massive production this is. I love the fact that this song is just so epic. That is obviously the first adjective that's going to come to my mind. But right after, it is so melodic, emotional, raw, and powerful. Yeah, I guess you can start interspersing whichever adjective you want in the order you prefer. I like this a lot. It kind of reminds me, and I'm not going to remember the name of the song, but if you guys know the MOBA League of Legends, every year for their World Championships, they create like a theme song, and they hire outside artists. Like Linkin Park was one of their more recent ones to do a theme song for the World Championships. This kind of feels like it could be one of those theme songs. Now, I'm not saying it should be, because people liking or disliking League of Legends is very contentious. I have my own opinions, which I'll keep to myself. But man, this is powerful. And did you catch underneath the craziness of this mix, the guitars, the bass, there are strings? Strings are the cheat code to my heart. Let's keep going. This is awesome. At the end of this reaction, we'll take a look at all the lyrics more in depth. Building and building. also have to compliment the animation here. Super, super pretty animations, and I'm a big fan of the color red in general. So when you get these like black, white, and grays mixed with red hues, it's just super beautiful and scenic to me. Man, this is such a powerful production. Why haven't I heard this before? This feels like it should have showed up, or should have shown up in my Spotify shuffle, or like the Spotify, what is it, the smart playlist, but it hasn't. I'm glad I got this request because it's better late than never. I mean, this, according to YouTube here, came out 10 days ago, so I guess Spotify wouldn't be on it as quickly. I don't know. I feel very happy right now, so let's just keep going. Oh.
Navigating sunken depths and all of its debris, and no more hands upon my words, they only speak for me. For all the ones who try to silence thunder, I'm the way that
The modification of the melody here.
every day I'll stand with me and I'll fight the drown of shallow seas. A ship sail winds of jealousy. I'll listen carefully. As they all say, tear it down, burn it down, and down.
Oh my god, I have chills all over my body. Oh my god. That is amazing. Gawr Gura. Casey Edwards. We got Mazu, one of the animators. Who else was it? Mazu Artrior. Directed by Mazu. Colors and in-betweens Kuro Lee. I am so happy right now. This checks off every single box that I have. Well, I think most of the boxes that I usually have when it comes to me liking music. The epicness, the strings, the beautiful vocals, the layering, the harmonies we were getting at the ending, the heaviness in the drums, the guitar, the bass, the vocals just popping off, like singing, soaring through the clouds and raining these amazing notes down on us. All things considered, it is a simple melody, and it's so powerful. It gets the job done. It really gets the job done, and I just can't believe I haven't heard this before. I mean, 10 days isn't, I guess, the biggest delay in listening to a song like this, because I have no idea who Gawr Gura was up until this point. But I am so down to listen to more if there is any more content like this from Gawr, from Casey. Oh my God, I could just rave on and on about how beautiful this was. Let me take a deeper look at these lyrics here, shall we? By the way, if you're enjoying the reaction, drop a subscription. Request a reaction yourself. You can click the first link in the description box below. Face to face with time again, we walk once more to the end. Burn it down, burn it down. It's like your inner anarchist shouting out. Waves can't put out my flame. Death will never write my name. Tell that to every single character in the Final Fantasy movie series. Burn it down, burn it down. You know, there's something to be said about the inevitable march of time. We're constantly moving forward. Time, as we know it, as basic humans without time travel capabilities yet, going backwards is not, strictly speaking, very possible right now. All we can do is march forward, and death and taxes are the two inevitabilities that wait for us on that precipice. But we can stave it off as long as we can. We can fight for our survival, fight for our lives, for who we are. Because you could be alive, but you're not thriving. You're just surviving, right? There's also an interesting conversation to be had there. They say the memory of me is fading. I've heard it all before. Don't tell me everyone around is waiting. This kind of changes the tone a little bit, right? Because the memory of me, it could be related to like fame. The memory of me, I was a famous person beforehand, and now I'm falling out of the spotlight. Or it's just the memory of any person in the histories. Over time, people are forgotten, right? You only have the books and the memories, and generations forward will have like YouTube videos to look back on of the people who preceded us. But over the long run, everybody fades away, and so too do the memories. So don't tell me everyone around is waiting for that downfall or for me to fade away. And they all say, tear it down, burn it down, and they'll all pay. It seems like Gawr has a lot of detractors for one reason or another. But I can pay them back. They'll all pay. When I tear it down, burn it down. When the world falls through and all is ash again, while you all pretend if this is the end, I'll do it again. So whatever you think you know about the destruction that I can reap, unlearn that, because I can do it again. This destruction can be tenfold for what it is now. Whatever you think is possible, unlearn that, because I can show you worse. That is like not a idle threat. Those are fighting words. You may say there's like some level of like vindictiveness in that statement, and I don't really know the context of what all is going on with why you might want to burn all of the world down in this regard. But it's fun to sing about, huh? Voices rise in my head. The hands that pull at my thread, let them drown, burn it down. Wait for wash in the tide, and the abyss is where I will hide. Let them drown, burn it down. I feel like half of the lyrics in the song have been about just fade away one way or another, either drown, burning, out of the memory that I hold. Just cease existing, please, or I will do it for you. They say the memory of me is fading. I've heard it all before. Don't tell me everyone around is waiting. We get some repetition here. This is like, I don't know, Thanos' theme song or something. We swim against the current's aim. In dark, we change as smoke returns to rain. You know, I'm glad they use the word dark here, because it reminded me of a comment I was going to make about the music. I love all of the dark and ominous undertones to each and every melody sung, each, scale degree, and all of the unique chord voicings we heard. There were twinges of darkness, because typically in these minor scales, they're already a bit melancholy, a bit sad. But when you add like the sharp seventh or these like diminished chords or just little voices in the background of the mix, that adds an extra air of darkness. It also helps that the vocal delivery is very heavy-handed in that regard. Navigating sunken depths and all of its debris, and no more hands upon my words, they only speak for me. Oh, I gotta reread this one. navigating sunken depths and all of its debris, and no more hands upon my words, they only speak for me. So no longer will people be able to dictate my own word choice. I will have the freedom to express myself how I want to, and they will be mine. I will not be inhibited. My speech will not be adulterated by any of the nonsense others want to bestow upon me. And it's a weird thing being in like the online social media space, because there's a million different opinions on how influencers and very popular figures on social media ought to behave. It's a strange time, right? There's this whole conversation about parasocial relationships. We could just go on and on. I can yap infinitely about these topics. For all the ones who try to silence thunder, I'm the wave that pulls you down under. Every day I'll stand with me and I'll fight the drought of shallow sea. As ships sail winds of jealousy, I'll listen carefully. You know, this whole paragraph here almost shifts my opinion of the song just a little bit, and it makes me think that this is about haters, oddly enough. Because there are many people who are trying to silence my voice one way or the other, but I'm not going to let it happen. I would burn everything down before I acquiesce to the whims of the masses who have their own interests in providing their opinion and perspective when they have very, very, very limited experience in the domains, which very, very, very limited experience is a generous way to put it. Most people have no idea what they're talking about when they decide to spout their opinions. You can have the opinions, depending on who you are, they're often wrong though. Just my opinion. And then we get another repetition here. We'll read the last part. When the world falls through and all is ash again, well, you all pretend if this is the end, I'll do it again. So fire. Like, not only do you have epic melodies, epic, what would you call it? Performance here, vocally, from all of the surrounding instrumentation, but the lyrics just pack a punch. They are very, pack a punch, Call of Duty. They're very direct. They're impactful. They just mean a whole hell of a lot. And they're simple, right? There's no like complex poetry. Like on this channel, we react to everything under the sun. Some of the most complicated songs will come from, you know, like electric swing, like the autos of the world, or like the progressive rocks, like the Caligula's horses, or the porcupine trees of the world. It's nice to get to hear songs like this that are rather simple in terms of song structure, but they hit so incredibly hard. And I'm so down to do more reactions to songs like this from Gawr, from Casey, or really any recommendations you may have for me. So again, if you'd like to request a reaction yourself, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box. I would greatly appreciate that. But as always, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.